Hello and a very good evening to all my dear ones. I welcome all of you on this platform over here where we are discussing English and we are trying to learn all the grammatical topics as well as vocabulary and more so whatever is required for clearing any competitive exam, right? So I welcome all of you, and in today's session we will continue with the root words topic. In previous session we did some of the root words, and those were mostly which we did was from alphabet A to alphabet C, right? You can, if you haven't watched it, you can watch it in the previous session. You can go back to your recorded sessions and just check that out. Okay, moving ahead, in today's session we'll be discussing some of the words which are formed from D alphabets. Now the word de, right? The word here is de. Now the word de means what? It means to reduce away, down or remove. Decelerate, to slow down or reduce the speed. Dethrone, to remove someone from power. Debug, to remove bugs. Deaccelerate also is synonymous to the word retard, which means the same. Dec or deca means 10. Decade, 10 years. Decathlon, athletic athletic contest that includes 10 disciplines in which each participants compete. Decade, decennary are synonymous to each other. Similarly, deci means 1/10 of something. Deciliter, a 10 of a liter. Decimate, reduce dramatically. Decibel, 1/10 of the sound volume unit. Bell, right? So these are some of the words which are associated with the help of meanings which are actually their original meaning of the word. Okay, moving on. Demo means public. Democracy, government of the people. Demographic, the study of people. Democracy, republic, majority rule. Demographic, static. These are some of the words which we can associate, right, which are synonymous. Now moving ahead, the word dendro or dendry basically means tree. So dendriform, in shape of a tree. So for example, if a word is given dendry, so you already know the meaning, you already know the meanings of the words which are associated with dendry, right? So it becomes really easy for an individual to actually understand that what words are given and what words to be framed. Like halfway you're already there in understanding the meaning of the term which is given. Similarly, dent here means tooth. That is why there are words like dental, dentist, dentures relating to teeth, a doctor for the teeth, a set of false teeth. Dental also is synonym to the word alveolar. Okay, moving on to the next. Now derm or derma basically means skin. Dermatologist, a doctor for the skin. Pachyderm, a class of animals with very thick skin, especially elephant and rhinoceros, they have pachyderm. Dermatitis, inflammation of skin. So pachyderm, eutherian, placental, these are some of the words which are synonymous and they have this similar meaning. The meanings will always be similar to the words which we are discussing here, right? Di, similarly, di means two or twice. Dichromatic, displaying two colors. Dilemma, a situation that requires a choice between the two alternatives, right? We usually say, I'm in dilemma, you are not able to decide. Similarly, dilemma is a very common word which is used generally, and associated to that there are some of the synonyms like ambiguity, confusion, ambivalence, dubious, doubtfulness, perplexity, enigma, quandary. So why are we actually discussing the synonyms of the root words? Because when you discuss synonyms and you know these are some of the words, you are learning many words at a time, understanding, right? Precisely or nearly the same as another word, you are basically learning almost so many words. You see, here is dichromatic number 1, dilemma number 2, and with dilemma we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 words. So at a time you are basically reading and trying to recall and remember 8 words. So this is no joke, right? You are doing it on a serious note, and this is what will save your time. So time management is very important when you are preparing for any exams, and hence managing this time to actually practice and plan and control is the most efficient way of cracking any exam. So you have to maintain this, that is for sure. Okay, so that's what we are trying to do here. Next word is dict. Dict actually means speak, right? It is related to the word speak. Now, contradict, to express the opposite of what you are speaking. Prediction, a statement foretelling the future. Dictate, to speak out loud for another person to write down. Contradict, contravene, controvert, negate, oppose. These are some of the synonymous words. Another word is domin. Domin means to master, dominate, to be the master of someone or something. Domineering, excessively controlling. Predominate, to give more power than others. Now, the word dominate is related also to overlook, eclipse, predominate, prevail, reign, rule. These are some of the common words which you can definitely find similar to the term dominate or predominate, and they are completely synonymous. Next word is don or dat, right? So it means to give. Donation, you are giving someone something. A contribution or a gift. Donor, someone who gives something. Pardon, a subtraction of an amount. Pardon, excuse me, forgive me, amnesty are some synonymous word. Again, the word duct, which means lead, conduct, to lead musicians to play music, educate, to lead to a knowledge. Deduction, a subtraction of an amount. Conduct, carry on. Conduct is definitely a common word, and the word synonymous to conduct would be carry on, behave, comfort, comport, demeanor, acquit. All these words we can associate with the term conduct. Next word is duo, duo, duo or dupe. Now it means again two or twice. See, duplicate, make an identical copy. Duet, a musical composition for two voices or instrument. Duo, a pair normally thought of as being together. Dyne means power, energy, strength. Dynamo, a generator of energy. Dynamic, having physical energy or power. Dynamite, a powerful explosive. Dynamic, active, very very active, very smart, talented. Again, dys means abnormal or bad. Dyspepsia, abnormal indigestion. Dystopia, an imaginary place. Dyslexia, impairment of ability to handle words. Okay. Now another root word is ego. Ego means self, I. Egoistic, self centered. Alter ego, a higher aspect of oneself. Egomania, excessive preoccupation with oneself. Egocentric, self centered. Synonyms would be ego, egocentric, selfish, egoist. Okay. M or N means into, cover with, cause. Empathy, intention to feel like another person. Empower, put into power. Empathy also has synonyms like fellow feeling or sympathy. Sometimes we definitely, mix these two words, empathy and sympathy, which is okay because there are chances that these words are similar to each other, and you can use it contextually actually. Okay, moving ahead. The another word which we have here is N or I or Annie, ears, which means ears. Bicentennial, of or relating to an age or period of 200 years. Centennial, 100 years. ENN, perennial, lasting through many years. Perennial, recurrent, repetitive. En or in means inside or inward. Envision, enclose, to picture in the mind, lock inside, inwards towards the inside. Envision here also has some synonymous words like envision, visualize, foresee, project, figure, right? Okay, now moving to the next word, we have some really good set of words here. So here root words ep or epi means on, upon, over, among, at, after, to, outside. Epidemic, the rapid spread of something negative. For example, covid, coronavirus. Epilogue, a short speech delivered after a play. Epicenter, the center of an earthquake. Equi or equi, equal or equally, equidistant, an equal distance from 2 points. Equanimity, calm temperament, evenness of temper. Equation, a statement of equality. Here we have some similar meaning words also. Similar meaning words are calmness, composure, unflappability. Erg or ergo means work. Ergon, ergonomo, ergonomics, study of working environment, energy, the power to accomplish work, right? So these are some of the words. These are some of the words here. Let's move ahead. On to the next question. Next word. Now another root words are est or est. Est or est means feeling, sensation, beauty. Aesthetician, someone who beautifies. Aesthetics, pertaining to a sense of beauty. Kinesthesia, the sensation of bodily movement. Aesthetic, artistic, aesthetical, these are some of the common words which are usually used. Okay, now the next word is ethno. Ethno here means race or people, right? Race of people. Ethnic, pertaining to a defined group of people. Ethnocentric, focusing on the ethnicity of people. Ethnic also can be used with words synonymous to the words like heathen, pagan, cultural. Okay. Next word is EU. EU means good or well. Euphemism, replacing an offensive word with an inoffensive one. Euphonious, having a pleasant sound. Euphoria, feeling or of well-being. Euphemism is also synonymous to the word gentilism. Ex means from or out. Excavate, to dig out. Exhale, to breathe out. Extract, to pull out. Excavate, hollow, turn up, unearth, exhale, breathe out, emanate, give forth. Extra or extra means outside or beyond. Extraordinary, beyond ordinary. Extraterrestrial, outside the earth. Extrovert, an ongoing person. Extrovert means extroversive, extroverted. Now, these are some more words. Fact means make or do. Artifact, an object made by a person. Factory, a place where things are made. Malfact, a person who does wrong. Malfact, malfactor, someone who does wrong, right? Funct means perform or work. Defunct, no longer working or alive. Function, to work or perform a role normally. Malfunction, to fail to work correctly. Next word is hetero. Hetero means different or other. Similarly, there are words like heterogeneous, made up of unrelated parts. Heteronyms, words with same spellings but different meanings. Heterodox, not conforming or traditional beliefs. Heterogeneous, versatile. Heterodox, non-conformist, iconoclast, unconventional, unorthodox. Hex means hexagon. Remember, hex, six sides, something which has six sides, hexagon. So it is basically the meaning of the word hex itself is six. Hexagon, a shape with six angles or sides. Hexameter, a verse measured in six. Hexapod, having six legs. Histo means tissue. Histology, study of microscopic structure of tissues. Histochemistry, study of chemical constitution of cells and tissues. Next word is homo or homeo means like, alike, or same. Homogeneous, of the same nature or kind. Homonym, sounding alike. Homopath, a therapy that is based on treating same with same. Homogeneous means same, similar. Homonym means homophones. Now, hydro or hydra means basically liquid, hydrate, to add water to. Hydrophobia, intense fear of water. Hydroponics, growing plants in liquid nutrient solution. Hydraulic, operated by force created by a liquid, right? So these are some of the words uh, which halfway they have the meaning of the word which is actually a root word, right? And the half meaning is related to something else. Okay, moving on to the next word, hygro or hygro, moisture or humidity. Hygrometer, tool used to measure humidity. Hydrograph, instrument for recording variations in atmospheric humidity. Again, hyper means too much, over, excessive, beyond. Hyperactive, hypercritical, hypertension. Hyperactive is very restless. Hypercritical, too critical. Hypertension, above normal pressure. Hyperactive, unstopping. Hypo, under means hypoglycemia, an low level of sugar in the blood. Hypothermia, abnormally low temperature, body temperature. Hypothesis, a theory that is unproven but used under the assumption that is true. Almost similar words, right? Only the root is mostly important. So the roots are very important here. Moving on to the next. ITR or ITRO means medical care. Geriatrics, medical care of the elderly people. Pediatrician, a doctor who treats children. Podiatry, medical care for feet, right? Ico or icono means image. See, icon, an often religious image in modern usage, a simplified graphic of high symbolic content. Iconology, science of symbols and icons. Iconoclast, someone who destroys religious images and traditional beliefs. So a person who is iconoclast is also usually can be, can be known as heterodox, pragmatic, icon, stigma, breaker, unorthodox, unconventional, all of these. Next, idio means peculiar, personal, distinct. Idiomatic, peculiar to a particular language. Idiosyncrasy, a physical or mental characteristics typical or a particular person. Idiot, someone who is distinctly foolish or stupid. Idiosyncrasy means odd, bizarre, or strange. Similarly, IL or IN means in or into. Illuminate, to give light to. Innovation, a new idea, method, or device. Inspection, the act of examining or reviewing. Next words are IG, IL, IM, IN. Not or without. Illegal means not legal. Impossible means not possible. Inappropriate, not appropriate image or not appropriate image or likeliness of someone. IMAG means likeness. Image, a likeness of someone. Imaginative, able to think up new ideas or images. Imagine, to form a picture or likeness. lightness in the mind. Imaginative also are synonyms to hypothetical, false, untrue, creative, innovative, imaginary, etc. All of these words, right? Okay, moving ahead. Infra means beneath, below. Infrastructure, underlying framework of a system. Infrared, below the regular light spectrum. Inter means between, among, or jointly. International, intersection, intercept, very common words, right, which we are aware of, we use also. But do you realize that if someone asks us the meaning, or just a small younger someone younger to you will just ask you a general meaning, you will not be able to actually break down it into some words where you can actually relate to the meaning. If someone asks what is the meaning of the international, you will say foreign, right? But you will not say that something which is between, among, jointly, involving two or more countries. So this is what the clarity is required. This is where the clarity is required, this level clarity, right? That is why we are doing root words. So intercept, interrupt, and hinder, stop, prevent are some words. Again, intra or intro means within, inside. Intrastate, existing in one state. Intravenous, inside or into a vein. Introvert, shy person who keeps within him or herself. Intravenous here means inner part or inside. Moving on to the next word. IR means not. Irredeemable, not reformable. Irreformable, not formable, right? Irrational, not rational. Irresponsible, not responsible. Irredeemable is also synonymous to futile, pessimistic, dejected. Someone who has a very not positive. Basically, someone who doesn't have a very positive outlook, not positive. ISO means equal. Isobar, a line on a map connecting points of equal barometric pressure. Isometric, having equality of measure. Isothermal, having equal or constant temperature. Next, ject here means to throw. Eject, to throw someone or something out. Interject, to throw a remark into a discussion. Project, a cast or throw something. Eject, cast out. Debar, disbar, discharge, disgorge, dislodge. Interject, force, and implant. Import, include, infiltrate, infuse. These are some of the words which are synonymous. Okay, Jude. Jude means law. Judgment, a decision of a court of law. Judicial, having to do with judges or courts of law. Judiciary, a system of courts of law. Judicial, constitutional, discriminating, distinguish, equitable. Junct here means gin. Conjunction, a word that joins parts of sentences. Disjunction, a disconnection. Junction, a place where two things join, basically. Okay. Conjunction, we all know what conjunction is: joining words together, combined, union. Next words are okay, we just did this word junk. Let's skip this one and move to the word juven. Juven here means young, juvenile, youthful or childish. Rejuvenate, to bring back to the youthful strength or appearance. Juvenile, babyish, beardless, blooming, boyish, budding, callow, childlike. These are some words which we can associate it. Rejuvenate means enliven, energize, enthuse, exhilarate, give new life to, make young again. Okay, so the words juveniles will be attached to this. Kilo means thousand, kilobyte, kilometer, kilograms. We all know that. Kind basically means motion or division. Kinetic, study of the force of motion. Psychonesis or telekinesis, the ability to move objects with your mind. Okay. Cinematography, motion picture making. Kinetic, motion, energy, enthusiasm, activeness, alertness. These are some very uh, casual words which we usually use. Lab here means work. Collaborate, to work with a person. Elaborate, to work out the details. Laborious, requiring a lot of hard work. Collaborate together. Conquer, conspire, cooperate, co-produce, elaborate, clarify, comment, complicate, deck, decorate, develop are all synonyms to the root lab. Okay, somewhere they all means work, they are related to the term work. Lac or lacto means milk, lactate, lactose, to give milk or nurse someone. Lactose, the sugar contained in milk. Okay, so these are some of the root words which we have discussed, and so far so good. We'll